A few years ago, this woman named Janine Ouellette launched her Substack with no following, no online audience, and no big brand behind her. In her very first year, she hit 700 paid subscribers and $40,000 in annual revenue. How did she do it? Well, of course, not everyone who starts a Substack hits these numbers in their first year, but she had one massively unfair advantage that most do not. And in just a minute, you'll find out exactly what this advantage is and why you have it too. So if you've been thinking about starting a Substack, stop what you're doing and watch this video before you do anything else, because I'm about to show you exactly why Substack is the biggest opportunity writers are sleeping on right now, and why I wish I had jumped on this sooner. That's right, I am starting a Substack, finally. So make sure you stick around to the end of this video for the big reveal and to get your hands on the #1 tool that I've used to help me plan out my entire Substack strategy, courtesy of my friends over at HubSpot, who are the sponsors of today's video. I will show you what's inside in just a minute. But first, when it comes to Substack, you might be thinking, well, that is great for Janine, but she started early. And Alex, you already have a big audience. I am starting from scratch, zilch, nada, and I have missed the window of opportunity. Listen, if that's you, let me stop you right there and answer the question that it seems like everyone is asking right now. Is it too late to start a Substack? Absolutely not. Here is what the numbers are actually saying. You guys, Substack now has roughly 50 million active subscriptions and over 5 million paid subscriptions at the time of recording this video. That number of paid subscriptions has more than doubled from 2 million since 2024. Now, this tells me 3 things. 1, the platform in terms of user base is growing fast. I mean, look at the growth for the search term Substack over the last 7 years. 2, people are absolutely willing to pay for premium newsletters, especially right now when everyone is desperate for real human insights and perspectives. And 3, Substack is still very, very young compared to other platforms like Instagram, YouTube, or even TikTok. And ironically, when I started my YouTube channel 7 years ago, people told me the same thing. They said, you're too late, the platform is too saturated. Well, I started anyway, and look how that turned out. Now listen, to really drive this point home, your girl did a bit of digging, and I actually did some math. Yeah. So for comparison's sake, look at this. When I started my YouTube channel in 2019, there were 2 billion monthly active users. Today, YouTube has 2.58 billion monthly active users. That's a 29% growth. In 2019, YouTube had 18 million premium or paid subscribers. Those are people who actually pay for premium content or YouTube Premium. Today, YouTube Premium has 125 million subscribers. That's a 594% growth. Not bad. Now, while I wasn't able to find the number of free users that Substack had in 2019, I know they had about 50,000 paid subscribers, and today they have 5 million. That means that looking at premium subscribers alone, Substack has experienced a staggering 9,900% growth over the same 7-year period. That is a 100-fold increase. Yeah. No wonder investors just poured another $100 million into Substack, pushing the company's valuation to over $1 billion. So you guys, stop asking, is Substack still worth it? Am I too late? And start asking, how do I get started today? And then lean a little closer, pay attention, because I've got exactly what you need to do just that. So if you have been thinking about starting a Substack, or maybe you're just like a little bit curious to learn if this platform is right for you, then I'm telling you there is one tool you need to get your hands on right now, and that is HubSpot's free, yes, free 2026 Substack for Business Playbook. This free guide will walk you through the 6 steps of launching, growing, and monetizing your Substack from day one. And trust me, you guys, this bad boy goes way beyond just like setting up your account. It walks you step by step through things like how to choose your Substack niche and positioning. This is so important to do before you get started, so you're not spinning your wheels and wasting time writing newsletters that go nowhere. You'll learn how to grow your subscriber base starting from scratch, even if you have zero existing audience to promote to. You'll learn how to plan your content so it feels easy and breezy and not like this stressful thing that you need to do and add to your already full plate. And of course, it answers everyone's biggest question when it comes to Substack: how do I actually make some money with this thing? You will learn effective monetization strategies that will help you turn your creative writing skills into a major business asset and a lead generator in your business that I'm telling you, you'll wish you had sooner. I have been using this guide to map out my own Substack strategy, and I know you will absolutely love it too, so you can grab your free copy in the description box below. And big thanks to HubSpot for sponsoring this video. Now, let me tell you, if you are a writer or a copywriter, pay close attention to this next part because I'm about to make your whole damn day. Here are 3 reasons why Substack should be your #1 social media strategy starting right now. And the biggest mistake that I see copywriters making when starting on Substack, and spoiler alert, reason number 3 is the whole reason you are here. All right, reason number 1, Substack was made for writers. Right? For years, writers were told, you need to become a creator, post more on Instagram, make videos, reels, TikToks, all the things, right? Cue awkward cringe from introvert writers all over the world who don't want to put their face on video. Well, now we're watching the opposite happen. Creators are desperately trying to become better copywriters. They're buying hook templates, studying storytelling, learning persuasion, and writing newsletters. Why? Because eventually every audience building strategy runs into the same reality. Attention without trust is just noise. And to build trust, you need to know how to communicate, tell stories, and share your lived human experience. Yes, finally, right? There is a social platform that is powered by words and stories and not visuals. And there's no word limit, but it gets better. On most social platforms, you're honestly lucky if a small percentage of your audience or following actually sees what you post. Because unfortunately, a follow doesn't guarantee reach thanks to the algorithm. But on Substack, a subscriber is way more likely to see your content. In fact, many newsletters see open rates between 35 to 55%, with the average somewhere around 44%. Substack has the metrics of email marketing with the discoverability of social media. Yeah. Do you know what this means? It means as a copywriter, you have an unfair advantage that you can take all the way to the bank, my friends, because you already know how to grab attention with a great hook, keep attention with open loops, build trust with storytelling, create desire with persuasive positioning, and inspire action with an irresistible offer. Listen, these aren't just copywriting skills or communication skills, right? Or persuasion skills. These are the skills you need to explode your audience, your authority, and your income on Substack. Remember the story I told you earlier about Janine, who reached 700 paid subscribers and $40,000 in her first year on Substack? Her unfair advantage? She was a writer. Yep, just like you. And don't you dare tell me that you're not a writer. If you are here watching this on my channel, then I already know you're a writer at heart. You've had the nudge to start expressing yourself through the written word, to become a copywriter or a content writer, or to learn how to communicate more persuasively and effectively in your messaging. And that tells me everything I need to know about you. While everyone else is out there outsourcing their voice to AI, imitating others, and desperately trying to sound human, you already have the one thing that so many people are wasting literally hundreds of dollars every single month in useless AI subscriptions looking for: a point of view and something to say. The problem is, though, most writers are using their voice and point of view and creative skills to build someone else's audience. Well, that changes today once you get your hands on this free guide. You can find a link in the description box below. And now for reason number 2, that Substack is the platform platform for you as a copywriter. Substack is the ultimate portfolio. So a lot of writers think of Substack as just a newsletter, but it is actually so much more than that. Think of it as a living portfolio, the ultimate way to showcase not just your writing skills and your persuasion techniques, but also who you are. Because here's the truth. A traditional portfolio shows what kind of work you've done for other people, your clients, in their voice. And yes, it is really important to showcase your skills in that way, but potential clients don't just want to know if you can write. They want to know how you think, how you communicate, what you believe, what your perspective is, your personality. Yes, your personality. Substack is one of the few places where people can experience your voice, not your client's voice, yours. But here's where I think a lot of writers accidentally get stuck and make a really big mistake. They think, well, I'm a copywriter, or I want to be a copywriter and I want to grow my audience, so I guess I'll start writing a newsletter about copywriting. Boring. I mean, yes, okay, that could work for you, but that's not why people will subscribe. And it is definitely not how you attract your dream clients. Your dream clients don't want to see you writing about copywriting. Think of your favorite creators, right? You follow them because of their perspective, their stories, their opinions, their values, their experiences, and the way they share those things with the world through their lens. And I think this is where the real opportunity exists. So don't just write about what you do. Don't just write about copywriting, especially, and this is a big one, especially if you are not an expert yet. Write about life, write about parenting, write about entrepreneurship or quitting your job. Write about your favorite books or creativity or mistakes you've made, weird observations, lessons you've learned, things that frustrate you, things that inspire you, things that make you laugh. Because that's what creates connection. That's what people subscribe for. That is truly what showcases your skill as a writer. In fact, I once hired a copywriter way back in the day. This was like way before Substack, way before the Copy Posse. I hired her because of her blog. I didn't care at all about her previous experience or her previous clients. I saw she could craft a mean hook and tell a story with personality, and boom, I hired her on the spot. Your Substack can become the ultimate portfolio that showcases both your skills and your humanity. Don't dilute one trying to play up the other. And now for reason number 3 why Substack should be part of your social media strategy as a writer. And this is a big one. And to be honest, it's probably the reason you're watching this video right now. Money. Yes, Substack can make you money. Another question I get a lot is, can I really make money on Substack? And the answer is yes, absolutely. And there are 3 ways to do it. But first, here's something that's really cool to know. Nearly 100,000 publications now earn money on Substack, which is up from roughly 50,000 just 1 year ago. This means that the number of publications earning money doubled in just 1 year, and writers collectively earned 450 million big ones through Substack last year in 2025. Now, of course, it will take some time to get there. You will not be making money straight out the gate right away. In fact, HubSpot's guide suggests that you don't monetize your Substack until you have at least 500 subscribers and a 35% open rate. And I think that is really, really good advice, and definitely advice that I will be following if I choose to monetize. So focus on building your audience and creating content they love to consume first. Then once attention and trust exist, monetization honestly becomes so much easier. But before you even consider your monetization strategy, you have to get really clear on what your purpose is with Substack. Are you using it as a platform to grow your audience, to generate leads and sell your own offers? Then you might want to keep your Substack free, like indefinitely, so that you can get more people in. Again, the free HubSpot guide walks you through all of this step by step, so I highly recommend you grab that in the description box below. And when you are ready to monetize, there are 3 ways to do it. The first is the one we've been talking about, paid subscriptions, or in other words, charging your subscribers to consume your premium content. Now, you'll notice that a lot of Substacks have paid levels or tiers where certain content is available for free to everyone, and then premium content is exclusive for the different tiers of subscribers. Now, most people think the money is in paid subscriptions, but for copywriters, honestly, honestly, I really think that is the slowest path. Because as I've said before, as a copywriter, you already know the power of attention and how to convert that attention into revenue through lead generation and crafting irresistible offers. And that leads me to the second and probably the fastest way to monetize your Substack: premium client services and packages. Or in other words, using Substack as an authority engine to build trust, create interest, and generate client leads. And honestly, this could be as simple as having a static book a call link on your Substack profile, and you can also mention it in every single one of your newsletters. Which brings me to the third way you can monetize your Substack: selling courses and resources. So once you start building your audience and authority, of course, there's no limit to what you can offer. You don't have to just offer premium high-ticket services and packages. In addition to your services, you could also sell templates and courses and memberships or coaching programs or other digital resources. And when you do all of these things together strategically, you are truly monetizing your Substack like a boss. And you guys, you don't even need to have a huge audience. Right now, there are copywriters with like 1,000 Substack subscribers who are out earning companies with 100,000 Instagram followers. You can do this, but before you get there, you have to start. So what do you say? Will you join me in launching your Substack? Make sure to get started on the right foot and get HubSpot's free Substack for Business Playbook. I think you will find this so helpful as you map out your Substack strategy. I know I sure did. I will link to that in the description box below. And that brings me to my big reveal. My new Substack is called Rough Draft. So where my YouTube channel right here is where I share practical and strategic marketing advice, this newsletter is where I get things off my chest, spill my unfiltered tea, and the messiest moments of entrepreneurship, leadership, creativity, and honestly, everything I am not saying anywhere else. And as always, it is never ever written by AI. I'll drop a link for you to check it out below, and I will see you next week with a brand new video. Until then, I'm Alex. Ciao for now. Before you go, if you like that video, make sure to check out this one next. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you slowed down and stopped and took a good hard look at your business, like from the outside? No, not your to-do list, not your content calendar, not even your open rates or how many